guys, this is Isa. I'm very happy to see you again today, and today I'm going to attempt to give you a message from this person. Whose message? Well, it could be from somebody that you know in your love life. It could be friend zone. It could be somebody from your family. It could be a colleague, any type of relation you may have in this life. It could be somebody alive, or it could be somebody who's passed away, because I'm not going to put any barriers on that level. So you know, it will depend. I don't know who's gonna come through and for what reason to tell you what. I don't know. So first of all, I'm going to make you choose from 3 images, out of 3 images, for the message that you want to receive from this person. So, and then I will define a character for each image, and you will see if that speaks of someone or not. You can choose 1, you can choose 2, you can choose 3, maybe more than one person has something to tell you. So here goes for the 3 images. Okay, and I'm gonna start straight away with person number 1. So who is this person who wants to give a message to whoever will have chosen the number 1? Who is this person? What is the character of this person? What can I tell you to give you an idea of who it might be? So we have house 10, we have air, and we have big quintile. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to speak about the signs that I'm getting here. I have the Capricorn that's coming out quite strongly twice. I have Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Here we have the house 10, so it speaks of career, position, reputation, ambition. We have Gemini also here, but I told you that already. So communication, thoughts, freedom, curiosity, knowledge, and we have with the big quintile, we have creativity, personal power, and a specialty to deploy. So it is definitely somebody who's very career oriented. It could be someone who is already settled in life, who already has a career and is very, very focused on that. Really more than anything else at this point. Could be somebody who has a career in communication, somebody who has a career that brings them to travel quite a bit. Also, it could be somebody who is very artistic, but not necessarily. It could be just somebody who is very creative in the way that they work, no matter what type of work they have. Somebody who has, I'm hearing, okay, I'm getting in terms of physical, I'm getting somebody quite tall, quite, not big, but like strong, tall. Somebody who would dress mostly with colors such as brown, black, brown, grays, but not light grays, more like dark colors. So dark grays, dark greens, dark browns. I'm getting somebody with a fair skin, quite pale. I'm getting black hair or dark hair. I'm getting green or brown eyes. I'm getting somebody who is not necessarily aesthetically, like according to society's, you know, rules, so to speak, in terms of aesthetic. It wouldn't be like the top model, so to speak. It would not even be somebody who attracts with their looks in terms of plastic, but they have charisma and they have inner charm, which is very strong. So they don't necessarily have like the exotic eyes of whatever, but they could seem blunt if you look just at their features, like individually speaking, their lips, their eyes, and so it could look quite normal, usual, blunt, banal, but there is something that's inside of them that emanates a lot of strength, a lot of charisma. I'm getting gentleman farmer, so to speak, type of person. So they could have like a certain age also. They could be, I would say, I'm getting 45 to 60 for some reason. I don't know why, but that's the ages that come to me. Somebody who is like dressing sort of classic to sport. And somehow I'm getting like somebody very strong but yet very timid, who's not, well, not timid. Timid is not the word, because they're not timid that way, but more like reserved. Yeah, more reserved. So like they probably don't speak too much. They probably even speak not a lot. They wait to have something really interesting to say before they speak. Otherwise, they don't speak at all. They are very opinionated, though they know exactly what they want in life. They go for what they want, but they don't brag about it. They're sort of discreet. They are discreet, but yet they are very much there, and their presence is not like you cannot not see them somehow. That's sort of the person I'm getting. It's definitely a male figure that I have here, okay? There's somebody who are curious of others, but they are not going to ask questions. They are going to observe instead of asking questions. They have a good social position. They have ambition. They know what they want. They go for it. They are creative about the way they go for it also. I don't see them getting angry very much. I think they are pretty much in control of themselves, pretty stable emotionally. I don't see them necessarily as very family-oriented person somehow. I don't say that they don't like to have a family, but I don't think it's really their prime goal in life. Although we have the Capricorn, so we could think that it is, but somehow no, not necessarily. If they do have a family, though, they will, they're not going to be necessarily tyrannic, but they are going to be, they will have rules in their families that they will appreciate, that people respect, so to speak. They are somebody who inspire respect in a very natural manner, so they don't need to impose it on others. They don't need to like try to force it on others, because they have that soft side in them, in their appearance. They are discreet. They don't brag. So they sort of inspire the respect, so to speak, without even asking for it. So there is something like that about them. I think that they have a nostalgia of the past. I think there are people who like probably the past, objects also, for some reason I'm getting that relate to the past. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that comes. I'm not at all thinking about the cards right there. I'm just getting some stuff, so I'm telling you what's coming through. A hat, I get a hat, so they might like a hat. Like I get like a cowboy type of hats, not cowboys necessarily, but with large border. That's what I'm getting. They might like to wear that sometimes. I'm getting a black coat, long coat, like not long, but like 3/4. Black coat, very simple, very classy, and large pants that don't like embrace the leg, like large, comfortable pants, but class. Like I said, sort of decontract, classy type of sort of classical decontracts, you know, relaxed type of, you know, clothes. They could be like a dad, they could be like a grandpa, they could be yeah, young grandpa though. I don't see a very old person. I see somebody who's, like I said, between 45 and 60 years old also. 45 maybe even a little bit young. Mostly it will be maybe a little bit older than that. So anyway, that's what I'm getting, okay, for what is about the character, the description of the person. Now what we want to know is what is the message that this person have to give you. So it could be, again, it could be somebody who passed away, or it could be somebody who is alive. I'm not really getting, I'm probably getting more like, not really having the feel for somebody who passed away. I'm feeling more like somebody who is living, to be honest with you. Okay, so what is this person wanting to tell you? What do they want to tell you? What is their message for you? Okay, so we have the home, so to speak, cruelty, betrayal, wow, delay, health, and inheritance here. That's a little bit rough, I must say. Okay, so there is something about being isolated, maybe isolation for health matters. So if it's somebody that you haven't had news for a while, they might isolate themselves in order to take care of their health. It is possible also that they tell you that you need to isolate in order to take care of your health, otherwise your plans will be delayed, or their plans are delayed a little bit because they need to isolate in order to take care of themselves. It could be because they've lost someone. We have inheritance here, but we also have the betrayal. But it's funny because I'm not seeing the betrayal as a betrayal in terms of like this person hurt somebody or somebody hurt them, but it's more like they feel betrayed, but it seems to me more like by life. I'm getting somebody who's been blocked in their project, so they wanted to maybe do something with you or for you, but it's like they can't or they haven't been able to because they've been betrayed. They feel betrayed, I think, more by life than by somebody somehow. Although we do have cards that could indicate somebody's cruelty, but it's not how I feel it. It could also be somebody who's telling you that they betrayed themselves because of the stress that they are into and they didn't care for that, and now they are prevented from moving on and they are delayed in their projects. They could also be telling you this, that you need to be careful with your health, with your heart, with the stress that you're going under, in order to not betray yourself and to not delay some things that you need to do. I'm trying to see if something else comes through. It seems like something that was not planned. It's like, oh, I didn't see that coming. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that my stress would have an impact on me like that, or that, or you might not expect that your stress could impact you like that. There's something like that here. There's also the idea of like, I don't want to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to ignore you or anything like that. I'm just really having issues and I need to deal with them. They might be afraid that you might feel betrayed because maybe they were supposed to give you news and they didn't give you any, or something like that also. Okay, I also get about a message that you might want to give. It could be a message you want to give to maybe somebody, or a message you want to give to the world, and they might be telling you, don't distress, like try to relax, because whatever you're going to try and do, whatever message you're giving to the world around you, and it's not necessarily on a large scale, it could be simply your friends and family or your lover or so, the messages you might give around you might be messages that might come across badly because you're too stressed. You need to chill, so to speak, even if that means that it delays your business for a while. It is better, it could be someone simply who's telling you here, it is better to go slow and to do well than to go fast and to do something that is not that is unclear, or that is not really what you wanted to do in the start. So let's see now what message. I'm gonna try and go deeper into these cards and see if I can get more details. What message is person one wanting to give you? So on the house, on the home, we have, again, there is this idea of something slow here. The Knight of Pentacles. So there is the idea of like, it is difficult for me to get out of my isolation right now, or it could be difficult for you to do it, or you need to take it slow, or they need to take it slow. Yeah, it's really about coming out in the world. It's really about opening up. So sorry for the delays in my opening up, in my getting to you, or maybe you need to delay your own getting out into the world, or maybe your own involvement into something here. On the cruelty card, we have the Page of Pentacle. So it speaks about the idea of cruelty, like I don't want to make you feel like I'm being cruel, I don't want you to think I'm being mean or cruel or whatever. It could be also that it takes me time to get my ideas together, it takes me time to figure things out, so to speak. And then on the, we have the Knight of Wands on the health. So I am acting, I am fighting for my health right now. So my physical health or my mental health. I'm trying, I'm willing, I'm wanting to go out quicker, I'm wanting to do things quicker, but I have in my head that I should do things quicker, but with the cruelty card, if I do it, I'm going to hurt myself, I'm going to be doing something bad. So it could be literally physically, it could be somebody who is literally physically in a problem right now and trying to heal, and if they act faster, they could hurt themselves. It could also be somebody who is having emotional health issues, mental health issues, simply a little bit of depression or whatever, and saying to you, yeah, but if I act now, I'm too fragile still, and I could do something bad. I could, you know, give you like a bad news instead of good news, so to speak. You know, like I could say something that are hurtful. I could act in a way that could hurt you, and then you will think that I'm betraying you. Maybe like in the past, because maybe that's why we have the inheritance card. It could be like, I've hurt you before and I don't want to do it again. So this time I'm trying to really take my time and work on myself to do things well. Or it's you, huh? It's maybe somebody who's telling you this for yourself, like you need to make sure you do things well this time. Don't do like last time, don't come too quickly, don't go too quickly to what you want. Take your time, take time to heal if you are physically or emotionally hurt in any way, so that you don't relapse, so to speak, in cruelty, so that you don't again act in an immature way and hurt somebody. Or they are trying to do that. What do we have there on the betrayal? Yeah, we don't want to take any chance to be cruel. We don't want to take a risk and risk like before maybe, or not, but risk to get hurt and betray ourselves, or risk to betray somebody else here. Okay, we take our time because we don't want to take the chance to do something bad. On the heritage here we have the Queen of Wands. So let me see, the Queen of Wands. I'm trying to see what she's telling me, this Queen of Wands here with the heritage. The Queen of Wands, normally it's like it's temptation, it's seduction, it's internal desire, it's charisma. So it could be speaking of temptation somehow. I find her sort of saddish. It feels like she has to put back this one behind her for the moment. It's almost like I would like something, but I better not do it now. Something like I'm tempted, I'm seduced by something. But it's maybe the past that she's trying to. Maybe also the message here. It's like she wants to put the past behind. Maybe the way she communicated before. So maybe this man doesn't want to come to you like he came to you before, doesn't want to communicate to you like he did before, or maybe he's telling you that you should be careful. Also behind her is also the map, so taking silly risks and doing things in a bad way. So there's more an idea here of like, I want to take my time and make sure I do things right. That's sort of what I'm getting here, guys. Okay. I am going to put an extra card. I'm going to put a little Sun Oracle card, see if I have one more message here. To me, there is great caution. It's somebody basically who wants to really take caution and not act foolishly, immaturely. You know, there's something like that. And it's probably more in relation to their action than something else. They don't want to act too fast. They want to take their time and figure things out. I'm just going to add a card on the Queen here. Discrimination. We have Venus in Virgo. So there is here somebody about emotions. We want to do things like the Virgo is very prudent. It's a sign that has how do you say pudeur in French? It's like reserve. We want to act with reserve. See, there is a big contrast between this Queen of Wands and this Venus in Virgo. Here we have passion and desire and attraction, and here we have somebody who is a lot more like you know, fragile and well, not really fragile. A Virgo is not exactly a fragile person, but more like you know, the country girl, you know, the so more robust, but country girl, you know, like blue flower type of person, more sentimental, more. So I think it's somebody who wants to do things in a more in-depth way, and who wants to act like who doesn't want something like flingy or like a match that burns and turns off straight away. It's like something deeper, more meaningful, which takes more time. Yes, but that is more like, you know, solid in the time, which will be more long lasting. And I'm gonna put a card on the mat here also. We have the excitation. So yeah, Mercury in Gemini. Mercury in Gemini is very, very good at talking, speaking, communicating, but it's also, it could be a little bit immature in the sense that it will be flingy. It will be like, oh, I'm going there and there and there. You see the butterfly? That's Mercury Gemini. It's the butterfly. It's the person that's gonna speak very, very well, speak probably a lot and speak to everybody, but it's not gonna be somebody who's going in depth with someone. And that's precisely what this person doesn't want to do, I think, because that's on the card of cruelty. So like, we don't want to be flingy, we don't want to be like butterfly, so to speak. We want to invest a little bit more this time. We want to go a little bit deeper. So it could be in your love life, friendship, it could be work, it could be anything, but there's really this idea of like, I'm taking my time, I'm trying to heal myself of something, physically or mentally or emotionally, in order to come to you. Yes, but taking my time, not doing the same mistakes maybe than in the past, or not doing the mistake of coming too strong too fast. Working on my communication, because we do have some Gemini here. So it could be somebody who sometimes speaks too fast or wants to rush a little bit too much and has to sort of slow down. With the Capricorn, there is this idea of like, I'm just gonna take it easy. But ultimately, it's somebody who wants something good, nice, something stable, something, you know, if it's somebody who wants a conversation with you, they wanna have a good conversation with you, a deep conversation with you. If somebody wants a relationship, they want to start something, but they want it to be like meaningful this time. At least if it's the first time, they want it to be meaningful. If it's somebody who's been maybe cruel in the past and doesn't want to do it again, you know, they want it to be good this time. There's something like that. Could be like that, friendship wise, or in a love situation. So now we're going to look at the back of the decks. Yeah, we have beauty, so, and a nice heart. So there is an idea here of like, I really appreciate you. Either I love you, I really love you, or I really like you, or I really appreciate you, or at least my heart is in this. If it's like a work relationship, for instance, like, you know, I want to put my heart into this. I don't want to do this lightly, so to speak. Okay. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles. So again, self-investment. We want to invest really good. If it's in a love situation, it could be like, you know, I do love you and I would like you to be, you know, maybe the mother of my children one day, my future wife, why not? Or at least somebody that I'm gonna build something with for good. You know, I don't want things to be flingy again. An organization with Mercury in Capricorn, which we have here. So it's definitely somebody who wants to organize things, do things nicely, slowly, organize in an organized manner. This reminds me of the Virgo again, because it's something that the Virgo often holds in their hands. There's an idea of like, let's put our horses in order, so to speak, and let's do things slow, and let's take our time, so that when we meet again, when we see each other, when we speak to each other, when we start this project or whatever, we do it the right way this time. We don't fuck up, or if it's a first time, that we do it the right way, simply. Okay, that's sort of what this person wants to tell you. Pile number one. I hope that it resonates for you. Much love, and I'm going to go to image 2. Hi there, image number 2. So, who is the person who wants to give you a message today? I'm going to try and define their character with my little Ameo deck, and I will try to sort of intuit or have some sort of message if I do. about who this person could be. So it could be somebody alive, somebody who's passed away. It could be in any type of relationship, not necessarily just love, but it could be. You're gonna have to figure it out. And if it really doesn't speak to you of anybody, it's just that it's not for you, simply. So try another image or another reading. Okay, so who is the person who has a message to give to choice number 2? Okay, so I'm gonna go with the signs first. We have Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and we have the moon, so Cancer. Okay, Pisces, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Cancer. Here it says novile, interrogations, seeking to know, quest of truth, and questioning, self-questioning, action, energy, passion, will, desire, enthusiasm, opportunities, emerging growth, potential to develop. I'm getting a lot of colors. I don't know why. I think this person really likes a lot of colors. It's somebody who likes colors. That's the first thing that comes. I'm getting somebody young enough. I'm getting teenager even, possibly. I'm getting more male energy, but it doesn't have to be just male. But I'm getting more of a male energy, masculine energy. So it's somebody who is seeking truth in life. I'm getting really a young person somehow. It's somebody who's seeking truth or seeking themselves. Maybe that's why I see a lot of colors. Maybe they have a hard time figuring out where they are in life. It could be also somebody older than teenager, but who still hasn't found out who they are somehow. Somebody who has a lot of energy, passion, who is very active, who has a strong desire, strong will. I'm getting even whim sometimes. Very enthusiastic. And who is trying to grow, who is trying to figure themselves out somehow. I'm getting somebody sort of thin for some reason. I'm getting rather pale skin, sort of thin. But I'm getting that it could also be somebody with darker skin. But I'm getting more pale skin in my image, but I'm getting like some maybe the hippie type of person, somebody who dresses very strange with lots of colors and lots of ethnic type of clothing and stuff. I'm getting quite young. I would say around maybe 15 to 25 or so maximum. But it could be older with it could be an older person who has this sort of like juvenile type of character. I'm seeing for some reason somebody with darker hair, and for some reason I'm getting mostly thin, tall and thin, like almost very, very thin. And I'm getting somebody who is quite playful, who is generally of good mood, who is funny, who likes to fool around, play around, crack jokes. And I'm getting some sort of innocence, a type of innocence. I wouldn't say it's necessarily somebody who is innocent, but it's somebody who has this energy of like childlike energy. I can't I'm trying to put the words on it. I'm getting a watery sort of energy. Is there anything else? For some reason I get the Pisces sign also. But it's not a Pisces person, I wouldn't say, because they're a lot more energetic. So it could be a mix of Pisces and Sagittarius, or Pisces and Gemini, or because I'm getting this mix of like soft romantic, sweet child type of energy mixed with the bubbly, fiery, you know, jumping everywhere, you know. I'm seeing somebody jump for some reason, like somebody who likes to jump. to be very physical. So, but it's somebody quite thin, so it's very funny because I'm not getting physical in the term of like sport, but more like somebody who likes to jump around and, you know, climb on stuff and just be a little monkey, like a funny little monkey type of personality. It's very, very interesting. Could be your child, huh, for some of you. Huh? It could be a child figure. So what is this person wanting to tell you? Choice number 2. And I'm getting like a, for some reason, I don't know why, but I'm getting like a top, a cardigan type of thing with a zip, like or a hoodie with a zip, but there's lots of colors on it. I'm getting like squares of colors, like a square yellow, a square blue, a square pink. The type of stuff that a hippie would wear, or that, you know, young teenagers would wear. And they are like a zipper with squares on, squares of colors. It's very interesting. Anyway, so what is this person wanting to tell you? I don't know if it's going to talk to any of you guys, but what is this person wanting to tell you? Let's see. Okay, we have fame, we have the trial, the table, the cruelty, we have the health, the countryside, and the health and the beauty. Okay, let me concentrate on this for a second, please. The first thing that I heard when I put this card and these two is that it's somebody who could feel like they want to do something and you are not agreeing with them or something like that. That you are not going in the sense of their happiness. Like they could be like, why do you not want me to do what I want to do, or something like that. It seems that it could be someone who's like, I want to do this or that, maybe something in their life. They want to realize something in their life. They want to do something specific, and you might not be agreeing on this, or the world might not be agreeing on it, or it's somebody who could feel like they can't access to what they want. And there's the idea of like, I can't enjoy my youth, I can't enjoy my you know, I can't freely enjoy my life and my youth how I should be able to. And it's cruel, and it could be like, okay, with the fame here, it could be like somebody who is a little bit revolted against maybe the state and the laws, and anybody who is like who has power. There's this idea of like, you know, I don't feel free to live my life and to be happy and to do what I want. And there's this idea of like it should be a safe place, it should be like a safe haven. So is this person talking about, you know, a home? Is this person talking about a city, a country, the world? It should be a safe haven. It should be a place of... I'm getting the hippie vibe big time here again. It should be like, we should all... Yeah, like it should be peaceful and kind and supportive, and instead it's like oppressive. And so maybe about the place where this person lives. Could be their home, or it could be... So maybe it's a teenager and you are like... You know, maybe it's a teenager who wants to do something and you're against it, you don't like it, and they think you're cruel, that you are repressive, that you don't want to let them be. Or maybe it's, you know, somebody you know, maybe the son of a friend of yours, I don't know, it's very strange, like what I'm getting here. Yeah, I'm hearing there is two sides, so it could be like you're two-faced, or it's a two-sided thing, like it should be one and it's two instead, and we should be one, we should be together, we should, you know, be fighting along each other, and instead we fight against. So it could also be a person that is older in their age, but who acts a little bit like a child, or who wants to act like a child, and they don't feel recognized maybe in their home. They don't feel recognized as, you know, the freedom they would like to have. They are not allowed to be free, but basically if it's in a relationship, for instance. But it's more about the word somehow. It's more about like this feeling. It makes me feel really of a teenager, like a hippie teenager that wants to live free and live and love and peace and love and let's all be one. And that's sort of what I'm getting here. So what does this person wants to say? Why do we have opportunities for success, for recognition? So yeah, there could be, it's somebody who might want to seize an opportunity to be recognized, to be seen, to be known, and maybe you don't want that, or it could be the other way around. It could be you who wants that opportunity and this person don't want that, but that's not at all how I'm perceiving it somehow. And so they have to leave behind some of opportunities, but it's like they're sad to do so. They think it's mean that they have to do that. They have been maybe told they can't do what they want, or maybe you telling them, no, you can't do this or that, and they feel like it's unfair. There is an idea of like, it's not fair, it's not right, that I cannot do what I want. Maybe there is a male figure in the home that is in opposition with this person. Or it could be a man who is not allowed to do what he wants because there's another male who wants to stop that from happening also. A man who is of an older age, but who is a little bit immature in their, who is a little bit of a hippie and a young man at heart, so to speak. And there is another man who is like, no, you can't. You can do this, you can do that. Yeah, it's like there has been a change. So for some of you, I'm hearing maybe in your home, you got, maybe you were a single mom with a teenager, and you got with a man, and this man is bringing his rule, so to speak, in the home, and is preventing this young man from doing what they want. So there could be that also. Or something changed. Maybe somebody who was originally nice turned out to be now a little bit of a, you know, where we had a good relationship, now it's turning into a bad relationship because you don't let me do what I want. There could be also something like that. And I don't like the way things go. I want things to go differently. So there's this idea of like rebellion and fight and opposition. Here we have a child here again, huh? So Page of Cups. So there could be the idea of like, I want to open up and enjoy the world, the goodness of the world, what the world has to offer. But there could also be here somebody, maybe a child who wants to indulge too much into things, and he's told he can't. What do I have with beauty here? Oh, the devil. Yeah, I was talking about indulging too much. Yeah, so it could be somebody here who maybe who is maybe starting to drink, starting to do drugs and sex and this and that, and who has a parent who's like, no, you have to stop, it's too much, you're gonna become addicted to these things. Or there could be something like that here. Like to seize so many opportunities, and it's going on, and it's starting to be, in the start it was maybe a little, and it's getting maybe a little bit too addictive, and somebody's like, stop. Oppositely, it could be that you have a problem like that, and that this person is coming to tell you you have to stop. It's possible also. That a young man or a young woman or a, I'm getting more of a male figure somehow, but it could be like the energy also. It could be a young woman with a very masculine energy, so to speak. But there is this warning overall here of like doing so many things and, you know, doing it again. Like maybe it stopped for a while and it's coming back, or it didn't used to be so much, it was just a little, and now it's a lot. And there is the idea of like, this is going to go in a place where it's not going to be beautiful anymore. It's going to become ugly, so to speak. Something that maybe originally was beautiful is starting to be corrupt here a little bit, maybe. So it could be this young man, this child, or this man, if it's a man who has the childlike personality. Let's see with the Oracle of the Sun, what am I going to cover? I'm going to cover on the Devil here. What is this person having to tell you? It's a strange message. It's a strange energy that I'm getting. Yeah, originality. So we have Mercury in Aquarius. So it could be also somebody like a person who wants to be original in the way they look, also maybe, who maybe wants to like be different somehow in some way, shape or form, and you might not want to, you might be opposed to it somehow. Somebody who feels like they are different also, maybe. What is on this? The birth. Wow. So it could be somebody who felt different from birth also. Could be somebody who wants to have a child when they are themselves still a child. It could be somebody who's... I keep hearing you nourished me somehow. You fed me. Could it be something like you fed me, you gave me birth, you fed me, and now you don't want to let me be me, or something like that, or stop babying me, stop wanting to keep me for yourself, or I don't know. It's very strange what I'm getting. I'm getting sort of a little bit of a rebellious type of mind. It could be a child also who fell in love with somebody, and somebody may be older, or maybe you are an older woman and you are falling for a kid that's younger than you, and it's very, very, you know, very different, very original as a union, and there might be a baby in the making here or something, and maybe the family opposes to that and is like, no, 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 whatever. So there is a lot of rebellion. Who is this king? Seduction. Seduction on, yeah, the process. So yeah, there is something, somebody is against maybe a union here. So maybe if you are like an older lady and you are falling in love with a young guy, or you are a little bit older than this guy, either way, there could be a problem with an age difference potentially. Or it could be a man who is older but acts like a teenager and is going out with a young girl also, and the father is like, no way. There could be something like that also. We have the defense on the Wheel of Fortune, so we don't want this to go on, and it brings probably a lot of trouble in the house. So in either way, there is something going on there that brings a lot of problem in the home. The principles, see the principles that not opportunities are good to take, so to speak. It's not recognized that this opportunity is a good one. So it's either for a person, a child, a teenager who wants to do something and it's like no, no, or it could be a relationship and we're like, and the parents are like no, no, yeah, and the power is being used in order to make this happen somehow. But there's duality, there is fights, there is so if you know who this person is, I think this person is telling you, either they are addressing you and they are telling you, you need to let me do what I want to do. They're expressing that they want to be free to do what they want. Or they are letting you know that they want to do this with you, or that they want to do something and they are prevented from it. They are facing like a no, basically. Yeah, we are the fatality. So maybe it's in regard to the end of a relationship, if there is a big age different relationship, for instance, or to a project you wanted to do with this person, or you know, there is this idea of like, no, fatality, the end, I am blocked, I cannot do things that I want, I am being discriminated based on my age, based on that it's not a normal relationship, based on this or that. You know, there is discrimination, there is no, there is block, block here. That's what this person is telling you. So hopefully it will give you an information that will help you understand something. I can only give you the message that I'm receiving. But it's somebody who's trying to free themselves, to assert themselves, but they have a hard time doing it, and obviously they are blocked, and somebody, most probably a male figure or masculine figure, is saying no, no. It could be also a woman who has a very masculine, who's very tough, you know, like who is a strong woman, who is saying no to protect her child. It's also that could be why I hear you nourished me, maybe because it's a son with a mother type here. It could also be that. It could also be that a young man is falling maybe for a woman that is older, or the other way around, and that this young man is like, you're too old for me, like I can't, you know, like, or the woman is like, you're too young for me, I can't, you know. So it could be that also. There's something like that, okay? Anyway, that's what I get. So I will go now to message 3. Hello, image number 3. So who is the person who would like to give you a message today? So it could be a living person, it could be a deceased person, it could be in love, it could be friendship, work, God knows, okay? So let's see what is the personality of the person who wants to give you a message today. Choice number 3. Who wants to give you this message today? Oh. Interesting. Oro. Does that make any sense to you, Oro? Okay, we have opposition, retrogradation, and conjunction. Interesting. We have Neptune, which speaks of the Pisces, and we have Capricorn here on this card. So Pisces, Capricorn. Find a balance, a complementarity, think different, perspective, reflection, to see differently, reinforcement, fusion, energy, union, and focalization. I'm getting a character that is sort of blunt. To be really honest with you, I'm not liking the energy that I'm feeling. I don't like the energy that I'm feeling. There is like a bluntness. There is something very linear. Something very unchanging. I will even say boring. It's somebody who could have a character that could feel boring. That could feel like same old, it never changes, it's always the same. There's something like that. With opposition, retrogradation, and conjunction, there could be it could be someone also who is always like meeting a lot of problems, a lot of issues in their life, and always have to go back and to, it's like they move on and they have a block, they go back to move on again, block, go back, move on again, block, go back, move on again. So it's very like, there's something very frustrating here. It's like, it makes me think of a lake that is so, like, where there is so much no wind that the water is perfectly still and perfectly, it's like a mirror. And all you want to do is take a stone and throw it in there to disturb the thing, because it's annoying, it's beautiful, but at the same time it's like, something happens. It's like a call for disturbance, you know. It's like, it's so peaceful and it's so like still somehow that you just want to shake it. You just want to, you know, you're just tempted to go, and it's like snow that is perfectly flat and you just want to jump on it and do like an angel, a snow angel or something. Well, it's sort of like the same thing that I'm hearing here, that I'm feeling. It's very, I'm not actually having any physical or anything coming to me in terms of energy, so it's very strange. I don't really have much details on the personality or the description of this person. It's like I keep also being focused for this reason on this oro word. I don't know what oro means, if it means anything. It could be orality, like I don't know. Or it makes me think of oral in French, which is like to voice something. But anyway, I don't know. I'm not getting anything, and it's even in terms of, this is the Raed rune also. This is a symbol of Raed. Raed is the rune of movement and moving forth with energy. But it's like I'm going from this O to this O. So it's a huge feeling of stagnation and immobility, and oh, there's something very frustrating. I can't really, so it could be somebody who's like that, who has a hard time doing anything in life, getting anywhere, who is getting somewhere and then, you know, going back, and then trying to force it to go back to go again, and coming back, and who is end up getting really nowhere at all, who is like stagnating, who is like frustrating. It's a frustrating type of character. I'm not even getting really an age or a... It's almost timeless. It's almost a person that's like timeless. It could be somebody who like never changed or never changed, like was the same always, so sort of, or maybe who changed, but like who came to a place in their life where you're like, this person is never gonna change, sort of thing, you know what I mean? Or oh, it's the same again, or oh my god, we're here again, you know, so sort of an energy of like, oh god, you know, sort of. I don't know how to explain. Anyway, so what is the message of this person? So it could be somebody who is alive or deceased. Huh? What is the message of this person here? Oh gosh. See? See? Oh gosh. Oh god. Oh my god. I'm hearing the Never Ending Story song. It's terrible. Oh, anyway. So what do we have? Despotism, sterility, destiny, talks, table and water. Oh boy. Okay, it could be somebody who either talks way too much or doesn't speak at all. It could be someone who speaks way too much and all they do is speak and they never do anything. Sterility in terms of the table. So they speak a lot but they feed nothing, they do nothing. Or it's the other way around, they never say anything, and so because they can't say anything, you don't know what the fuck they're on about and you cannot get anywhere. It could be somebody who's telling you basically the voices in my head, also maybe what I'm telling myself inside, or the fact the communication is difficult. I told you, I hear oral, and oral is speech. So it could be somebody who either speaks too much because they have so many things to say and it's just terrible for them, this feeling that they always have to speak, or the other way around, they cannot speak because they have so many things inside of them and they feel like they can't, you know, they can't get it out somehow. They feel very much they could feel also stuck by some sort of addiction that they might have with the table here. They would like maybe to stop doing something. There's a need, there's a feel like they would like to stop doing something, or they would like to stop speaking about something, but they don't know how to go about it, or they don't know how to... There's an idea of like indulging in something too much also maybe, and so it doesn't, so they get nowhere. I mean, it's very strange. Too much pleasure basically, and unable to actually get somewhere, to realize their dreams, with destiny and the water also. They feel like they don't have a destiny, or they cannot get to their destiny, or they don't know what is their destiny. There's something like that. They have no, either they have no clue, or they feel like they don't even know what it is, what they want. or they do, but they can't go there for some reason. I'm having even a hard time understanding what exactly they're trying to say here. It is possible also that they've been told things in their past, in their youth, that that had a huge weight on them. Maybe they heard something or they saw something when they were young, and it weighs on them still to this day, and they might not be able to erase that from their mind, from their heads, and it could be a block. It's difficult, huh? There's also a conscious, what I'm getting is like people speak about this person. People speak and criticize this person, and this person knows it, and it's very difficult for this person to take critics in a general manner. They don't like critics, they can't handle critics. They don't like it when people speak about them. And they know that they do, that they are being spoken of, and it's really something that disturbs them deeply, to be criticized, to be looked at. They lack some sort of nourishment also, maybe. They are either lacking nourishment, they don't nourish themselves properly, they don't eat properly, but it could also be that it's somebody who lacks emotional nourishment also, maybe, who's been criticized a lot in their childhood and teenagehood, and who hasn't really been nourished in terms of emotions here. It could be that, or there was something else that came to me, but I now forgot. And they could also drain others. So it's possible that this lack, they are trying to fill this lack of nourishment by overindulging in too much speaking, or too much drinking, or too much eating. So there could be like eating disorders with these people. There could be people also who will go from speaking too much to saying nothing at all. Like there could be extremes in this personality. And they're trying to fulfill something in order to get control of whatever, of this situation, but they're having a really hard time somehow. It's very weird. Can I have more information, because this is very... Honestly, it's very difficult for me here to figure it out. So more information about person number 3, please. Why the despotism? Oh, mother. Oh, mother. Oh, mother. Oh, God. It's funny because I'm hearing the Madonna song, Father. Oh, Father. You never wanted to live that way. I think it's that. You never wanted to hurt me. Na 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 na. I don't remember the name. I think it's Oh Father, but I'm not sure. Anyway, this is Oh Mother. So there could have been on this person there a maternal, a mother that was too heavy in terms of critiques, maybe. Maybe she had too much weight over this person. She was either too demanding, too much expectations, too many critics. Maybe she was talking to her friends, like about her son or her daughter or whatever, like, oh, this person has, do you see what he's doing? Do you see what she's doing? And do you see now? And there was maybe too many talks about this person from their own mother that made them feel horrible, and made them feel very criticized and very like always pointing the finger at me and shit like that. And they could have a problem with women as a result. It could also be that this person heard their mother speak with other people about things that marked them deeply. I'm not sure what, but you know. Yeah, secrets. So they might have heard secrets about their mother, or they might have heard their mother do something in secret, speak to other people about a secret, about something. which is very difficult on them. It could also have been that their mother was doing them mean things in secrets, okay? Maybe they did something to them and it was never known. It stays a secret. For some of them, there could have been abusive mothers, for instance, some mothers who would like beat them up or sexually abuse them or something like that in secrets. You know, like these people they are clothed, and we have the papes, which is like you know, secrets, things that the puppets hold secrets. She's also very wise, but she also holds secret. So there could be like a mix with the mother figure of also fear. Okay, the weight of the mother is definitely huge here. Things that have been said simply that could have been hurtful. Maybe their mother told them too many things about her own private life, and that was maybe hurtful or too heavy to carry for the child at some point, for this person. Sterility. Okay, we have somebody running away here. Running away to mama. Running away from their destiny. Why? What is this? This is very complicated, guys. It's going to be a bit long because it's a lot more complicated. This person is not wanting to go to their destiny. They don't want to face the world. They want to go back to mama. But with mama, they are overloaded. Could it be that they feel worthless because of some things that's been said to them? There could be, I think the mother figure for this person, I don't know who it is we're talking about, but the mother figure for this person has been a very, very disturbing element. Okay, clearly. It's a mix of it's almost like this mother was as much of a carer as of a torsion, like, how do you say, somebody who hurts you. I'm not saying necessarily abuse, although it could have been, but it could have been words that have been pronounced that were very painful, very heavy. And this person sees their mom as much like a wonderful person as the worst person. There is like a mix between evil and God in the mother figure of this person somehow. And so it made them as much wanting to run away as unable to run away, so to speak. It's like it was as much a motivation for them to go to their destiny as it is a reason to be afraid of it somehow. Typically, if it's a man, it could have been a mother who said, oh, you know, the world is hard, women are horrible, and this and that, and you know what happened to me, and, you know, instigated like fears maybe, or, you know, or wounded their sensitivity with like things that were not supposed to be said to such a young kid or whatever when they were young, you know, something like that. And so at the same time, there is like, or maybe saying them stuff like, you're worthless, you'll never get nowhere, you're useless, you know, everything you do is, you're failing all the time, this and that. And so there is as much, and at the same time, being caring towards their son or whatever, on the other hand. So it's like building their child up and destroying their child all at the same time. And so this person here, as a result, is unable to move on and unable to go back. They go back into their own childhood all the time, but at the same time, they want to move. They want to run away from it, but they don't know how to fucking do it properly. They are completely lost here. Destiny is something that really scares them somehow. Yeah, look at that. They could be running away from women also, from building something with any woman, because they could be afraid of like going back to the mother figure. It's almost like somehow they as much want this mother figure back in their life as they don't. They could also be a little bit cold in their heart. Having a hard time going to their destiny also with love, and going at it only with their brain, but not being able to feel, having a hard time connecting to emotions here, because they will say they can't let themselves go to their emotion. They can't. It's impossible for them, because it's something they haven't sort of learned somehow. Why do we have the table here? Yeah, they might indulge into food a lot, food, drinks, anything that can, so to speak, feed them, even though they even though it's never gonna feed them, because it's how do you say, substitute for emotional food that they need, for the emotional food that they need, so to speak. So they want to go towards the emotions, they want to go towards their destiny, be it professional or emotional, why not? But they at the same times they want to, at the same times they don't, and they are not going to say exactly why. Yeah, see, at the same times they do, at the same times they don't. They don't really know what to do. They don't know how to communicate their emotions. I think it's somebody who has a really hard time communicating their emotions. They communicate a lot more with the mind than with the heart somehow. So overall, I'm getting a message here of like, I would love to, but I can't. Somehow, I would love to, but I can't. I would love to, but I can't. I would love to go to my destiny, but I can't. I would love to find a woman or a man, but I can't. I would love this dream job, but I can't. I would love to go there, but I can't. There's always this, see, I'm going and I'm blocked and I go back. I'm going, I'm blocked, I go back. And it's always like they hit a wall. It's somebody who seems to perpetually hit a wall somehow. And that has to do with a mother figure of sorts. Okay, I believe. So that could be a man or a woman, because I didn't really have like a type of person in terms of like polarities or physical or whatever. So it could be a man or a woman. It could also be a woman who's having a hard time doing that, because she had a mother who was very difficult also. So what's this Empress saying here? Yeah, indecision. We don't know what to do with the mother type. The mother type was, again, as much an angel as a miserable being. I think it's sort of both. Could have been depression. Could have been also somebody who maybe had a depressive type of woman, and this the depression of their mother, not a type of woman, type of mother, and the depression maybe of their mother was very heavy on them, left a heavy mark on them. What is the purpose? We have defense. Yeah, again. Things that have been said that shouldn't have been said. Critiques that have been made that we want to defend against. We have a 7 of Swords here. Wait. No, a 6 of Swords. So the idea of wanting to move away. So maybe there was a need to run away, move away from this mother, who was a disturbing figure, I think, in their life. And we don't know how to defend ourselves against this person, I think. Internally, we don't really know how to defend ourselves against this mother figure, and maybe the things that have been infused in the person by this person. We have organization on this 7 of Swords, and organization could be the thing that this person is using as an excuse, maybe to not go to their destiny. Like, oh, I want to do this, but before I do this, I need to do that, so I can do this. And it's a way maybe to say like, well, I'm going to just push it back, until basically it never happens. Typically, it could be like someone who's going to tell you, well, I'm going to travel to the Bermudes. and you're like, yay, let's go. Wait, because before I go to the Bermudes, I need to pass my driver's license, study this, pack my cases. So I need to buy a case. In order to buy a case, I need to find a job so I can get money to buy a case. And and 10 years later, you still haven't gone anywhere. Because in this person, there is always this idea of like, I want to, and at the same time, I don't. It's a perpetual thing. You want to, and at the same time, you don't. You want to get out of your comfort zone, and at the same time, you don't. So there's always this like, sure, yeah, we'll go, yeah, sure. One day maybe. Page of Pentacles, we have the friendship. So it's somebody who could be a really good friend though, who could be really good at friendship, at having friends, but when it comes to actually make project or whatever, it's a lot more difficult. And I think that there is it's somebody who is more comfortable with having friends than lovers, no matter if it's men or woman. Even with the opposite sex, this person will be more friendly. If it's a woman, it's going to be someone who will have probably good male friends, but it's somebody who's going to have a hard time going any further because emotion exchange for this person is complicated. Emotional exchange. So it's going to be good as friends, but when it comes to going further, it's going to be complicated. And once this person is going into a love relationship, they're going to be very defensive somehow. Oh my gosh. Order on the destiny. So moon in Virgo. So again, not a lot of emotions there. So it's somebody who's going to their destiny only with the mental. They don't go there with their emotions, which means it's somebody who I'm dreaming of being a veterinarian or whatever, a vet. But they're never going to do it. They're never going to do it because they are going to say that they want to in their heart being a vet, but they calculate that for them it's more financially profitable to go into law or whatever. You know, it's like, or based on what I can do right now, it's better if I go to work in a supermarket or whatever. So they don't go to what they really want to, and it's the same in terms of love. They don't wait for the right person. They go to whatever is more easy to get, more handy. They don't go to the big love, they don't go to the big job, they go to what is the easiest, what asks the less effort if possible. What is the easiest accessible for me right now? That's going to be their thing. What is the easiest thing accessible for me right now, or whatever comes to me so that I don't have to go to it. Okay, that's sort of what they're going to go for. Speculation, we have Jupiter in Cancer. So whoever cares for them, whoever or whatever cares for them, whoever sees them, recognize them, they're going to get hooked on. Typically, it's like any person who will offer them a job, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I can do that. Okay, I do it. Or somebody who falls in love with them. Oh yeah, I love you too. They don't, but they will pretend so that they will not lose this person who's gonna stick with them, like Mother did. Even if it's a bad person, they're gonna stick with the person even if they are like badly treated or whatever, because they will be scared to be alone, because it's a reflection of what they had when they were children. They had maybe a difficult mother, but it was their mother, you know, and she was probably blowing hot and cold a lot. And these people have a hard time positioning themselves in life because they were raised like that. They were raised already by one or two people, or at least a feminine figure, who had a hard time positioning herself. You know, so it's very difficult here. With opposition, retrogradation, and conjunction, I'm getting also here, it's somebody who will listen to their mother. And if, for example, they find a job that they love but their mother doesn't like it, they're not going to do it. If they meet a woman or a man they love and their mother doesn't like it, doesn't like this person, they're not going to get involved, or they're going to drop the person eventually. If mom is not okay with it, I'm not okay with it. Even if they love like crazy. because they have been manipulated between hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. It's like a trauma, and when you are under trauma, you become like hypnotized, and you just do what you're told, and you don't have the strength to fight, really. It's very, it's not a very nice energy, guys, what I'm getting. So what does this person have to tell you? Well, I think this person is explaining why they are how they are, really. And if you are like somebody who wants to do like a professional project with this person and they have a hard time getting through with it, or you want to start a relationship and they have a hard time getting through with it, I think it's coming from their past. And I think that I don't think they don't want to. I think they just feel like they can't somehow. They feel like they can't because I think they have psychological issues which stems from their childhood and how they were treated as a child. And it could very well be that it was somebody who were blown hot and cold all the time, you know. Like their mother was maybe like, one day you are the best child in the world, the day after you are a piece of shit. Or I love you and then I hate you, or whatever, you know. I accept you, then I reject you. And I think they were raised, like, probably a lot of things were done or said to them that are secrets, that they are secret about, that they are never going to want to say because they are defensive about it. They don't want this to be known, probably because they want to protect this mother figure to some extent. And so they are very superficial in the way they engage themselves. They don't go deep in emotion. They stay very cerebral, very mental, and that's to protect themselves. And it's also a way to, it's like they punish themselves almost to some extent even. So it's a little bit complicated here. Here we have the disease. So I told you they have a psychological issue. I really think they have a psychological issue. And look, we have the mother figure again, the protection, you know. So they could have an Aries moon mother or an Aries mother also, possibly. Or somebody, or a mother who was very protective and who... You see, it's interesting because we have the moon here again. So it could be like either you're my prey or either you're my child, you know, like I'm going back and forth between you're my prey, I'm going to use you and abuse you, or you're my child, I'm going to care for you, and the mix of the both. You can imagine how that has an impact on somebody's mind, and this is the impact it could have. Like the person could like sacrifice themselves as a return, not even knowing what the fuck they want, having... you know, putting themselves in retreat from their own destiny, in love or at work, because they are unable to really figure out who they are and what they want. It could be that, okay? Well, it's a difficult message, but I hope it will maybe enlighten you on why this person that you know maybe acts the way they act or stuff like that. I think there is an issue with the mother that is very, very big here, okay? So here's the message. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I'm sending you much love and I'm saying goodbye till next time.